Hello, this is Dr. Omkareshwar, consultant neurosurgeon, KIMS Icon Hospital, Visakhapatnam. And today I want to discuss about the most common diseases and the interventions needed for the neurosurgical practice, which is spine and it related interventions. Commonly, most of the people present with spinal problems like neck pain and back pain, whereas pain in the mid-dorsal pain, which is rare as compared with the cervical and lumbar regions. And when it should be, when the intervention is needed and what kind of intervention is needed is specific to each entity. When if the patient complains normally will be like patient like localized pain and pain during neck movements, or other than pain, patient present with paresthesias and abnormal sensations and loss of sensations. These are the common things which present in the neck pain. Whereas if the patient presents with the neck pain radiating to one side, that is, it may be on the right side or on the left side, to the shoulder or the to pain, these things should be, such condition should be needs evaluation with the MRI and MRI cervical spine if it is on the neck side, or if it is on the back, lower back, MRI lumbar spine. And if the pain is radiating to one side, and if in MRI there is a disc prolapsed which is correlated with the same side, that is, the patient is having a pain radiating to left side and the disc is prolapsed to at the same level at the left side. In such cases, if you remove the disc, the patient will be symptoms free. And what kind of interventions, what type of interventions needed? We have the open surgeries, endoscopic surgeries, and minimally invasive microscopic discectomy surgeries. If there is multiple disc bulge, or if there is the space is narrowed, which we say cervical canal stenosis, in such cases we need to do a case-specific basis. That is, if this compression is from the anterior side, we'll do anterior approach. If it's more than 2 levels, we do the posterior approach. This is specific to the cervical region. Whereas in the lumbar, if same, the pain radiating to one leg or both the legs, it should be dealt accordingly. For example, if there is a pain radiating to back or pain radiating to the left lower limb along the back, and if there is a prolapsed disc to the same level, that disc should be removed. And here also we have minimally invasive like microscopic discectomy, endoscopic discectomies, and transfemoral discectomies. And each depends upon the case basis. Like if the patient is having only one level disc and the opposite side is normal and the opposite should be normal, then only we should do the minimally invasive. And if the patient is if there is any associated abnormalities like instability, so it should be dealt with a fixation. That is, if there is a disc prolapse along with the instability, so we need to fuse that segment rather than only discectomy. These are the things. And if we are having only not along with the radiating pain, he is having the claudication. That means he's complaining of the pain on walking, and he is having paresthesias on walking, which are relieved by rest. In such cases, in the same like cervical, there will be lumbar canal stenosis. Such things also dealt with another procedure called laminectomy. And this laminectomy is the single level or 2 levels. If this canal stenosis is due to instability, and fusion should be done. And these are the common things, and these are the common procedures which are day in and day out, the most common neurosurgical diseases and most common practices we do in our setup. Clinico-radiological correlation is a must, and early intervention will prevent the deficits, and minimally invasive leads to the early recovery and early mobilization, and they will be the symptoms free. Thank you.